guys, it's Kevin Davis from Detailer's Helper. I'm here in my new studio set up in my office, which has tons of lights, a green screen and all that. So if it looks a little bit different, that's why I sort of got tired of cleaning up all the crap behind my desk, behind my computer, so that I could shoot these videos. So I thought I'd take it up a notch and do some things that are a little bit different. Today I want to talk to you about something that really probably most of you don't even think about. But if you're on Facebook, it'll make sense. If you're on Instagram, it'll make sense. But I want to talk about something that is potentially going to cause you some really huge problems, and you probably don't even know it. It's basically taking selfies. And if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll probably notice that I do a lot of this crap in terms of taking selfies, taking self-portraits, that kind of thing, progress pictures, 50-50s, all that sort of thing. So I'm really big into that, so I totally understand the appeal. I know social media marketing, social media networking, all that stuff. Taking pictures is a huge deal, and taking cool pictures is even a bigger deal. So one thing I want to talk to you about is, if you've been on Facebook or Instagram, you may notice a picture like this, which is going to show someone driving behind the wheel down the street saying, hey, I'm about to detail this really cool Lambo, this really cool Ferrari, whatever. You may see types of pictures like that, but the root issue that I want to discuss with you is that you've got a driver in the driver's seat of a customer's car, and they're taking pictures, which technically is not illegal. Most of the laws around texting don't really cover selfies while driving. And if you go on hashtag or go on Instagram and look up a hashtag driving selfie, that kind of thing, there's tons of people that are taking selfies while driving, but it's still technically not illegal under the texting while driving law, under the distracted driving law. However, I started doing a little bit of research, and they started talking about a law that covers negligent driving, negligent operation of a motor vehicle. And some of my cop friends, some of you guys might want to chime in here and say exactly what that covers. But essentially, if the law can show that you were doing something dangerous, reckless, negligent, then you could potentially be prosecuted. But let's throw out sort of the prosecution and legality of taking these things out the window and talk about what could actually happen. So let's say that you're taking this picture, and then you happen to come up to a intersection and someone just plows into you. It's not even your fault, not necessarily your fault. You were doing nothing wrong, and your phone is way away from where you are. Well, let's say that you get a litigious attorney, which there are lots of those out there, that want to use you as an example and want to get their clients some serious money. Whether they represent their client, represent the insurance company, whatever, chances are what they're going to do is go on your Instagram feed and show, let's say you have 50 car pictures where you're taking pictures while driving. They could possibly use those against you in a civil case and totally sue the crap out of you. You may not end up doing anything, any time, or get fines or anything like that, but they could sue you to the point where it puts you in financial ruins. I think that's a bad idea. So what I would suggest is that you absolutely never ever take a picture with even the appearance that you're driving a customer vehicle. I think that's a bad idea. I think it's something that most of us probably don't think about. I know that most of us has probably taken some sort of picture, selfie, road picture, whatever, behind the wheel, and so, but it's something we probably don't really think about. So what I would encourage you to do is actually if you want to take a picture of yourself behind the wheel of a customer's car, do it so that it appears and it's very, very clear that you are not moving, you're not on the road, that sort of thing. Maybe take it from the driver's seat facing outward, over the hood, so that you can see your sign, you can see your phone number. That's even better for marketing, that kind of thing. But there's absolutely no appearance that you're driving behind that. I'm not even sure whether that will get you out of trouble. I would probably tend to just err on the side of caution and just not do it at all. Don't take any pictures from within the vehicle at all, unless it's super apparent and you can defend the fact that you weren't driving. But there's this law that I remember back from driver's ed that really talked about in driving under the influence situation, even if you were to fall asleep in the front seat of your car, if a cop comes in and they can see that you are actually in the vehicle, in control of the vehicle, if the keys are in the ignition or whatever, then you could potentially be charged. And so that's sort of the way this law can work, and especially if you get into the court system, even if you totally win, it may cost you $100 grand to defend this thing, and it's completely not worth it. So like I said, this is sort of a topic that I don't think most people think about. I have a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old that both drive, and I can tell you right now that if I saw pictures on their Instagram of them driving and texting, or driving and taking selfies, or driving and taking a picture out the window, they would be losing privileges to their car pretty darn quickly. So it's just not a good idea. That's sort of my soapbox dad thing, but I want you to think about it from the potential for litigation, the potential for being sued, and even really the potential that you're going to offend your customer that may say, what the hell is this guy doing driving and taking pictures while he's in my car? So I hope that helps. I hope it gives you something to think about. And if there's any guys that out there want to comment on this and tell me whether or not this is right, there's no way you can be sued, there's no way it's against the law, that whole thing, I'd love to hear that. So, but I hope that helps you. I'm Kevin Davis, doing what I do so you can do what you do better. Thanks a lot.